All right, we're back at 3800 work. Got the top end apart. Gotta get the oil pan off. Trying to degrease stuff. Gotta get the timing cover off. I'm gonna paint some stuff, make it look a little nicer, and put her back together with new gaskets. Got the lower intake. The valve covers painted. Got some paint on the supercharger. So yeah, thinking the block and the timing cover and all that's just gonna be black. I think I'm gonna paint these ribs right here black. Kind of set those off a little bit. So yeah, that's where we're at. We'll go ahead and update once I get it down a little further. I brought my tools to pull the harmonic balancer off. The oil filter housing adapter that needs a new gasket. I got a new oil pressure sender. I got a new AC Delco crank sensor, AC Delco cam sensor, new AC Delco water pump. It would have been good to do this yesterday when it was 60 degrees instead of tonight when it's 35, but you gotta work on it when you can work on it. So yeah, that's where we're at. I kind of want to get this back together. I think it's supposed to be nice to get on Sunday, so maybe I'll start pulling the engine out of the Fiero over there. Never mind the clutter, I'm storing stuff for family. So yeah, I will update once I get this a little further apart. All right, got everything off. You can see how clean this is inside for, I don't know, what did it have, 219,000 miles or something like that. Timing chain looks good. Wasn't a bunch of crap in the oil pan. Just gunky. Trying to get it cleaned up. I did a wrinkle black on the supercharger, which turned out pretty good. At least I think it turned out pretty good. Lower intake's red. Valve covers are red. I said I might do those ribs in black. Not sure. Undecided. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. I think I'm gonna degrease the timing cover with the pressure washer and some of this other stuff that's kind of dirty. And I can paint that stuff and I can start putting it back together. I got all the new gaskets and everything I need to put it back together, so I can do that tomorrow or Sunday. It's supposed to be warmer all weekend, which is nice. So yeah, if I can get this back together, then I will take the wide body out of its home here and back it over to the workbench and start pulling the 4-cylinder out of this. So yeah, and this engine will go in the pace car, which is currently being used for storage. I don't know, I think that'll look pretty good in there. I plan on taking all the insulation off the engine bay and kind of clean this up and paint it. I kind of want to make these scoops functional. You can see the finish on them is not that great. Got some work that they need, and they need to figure out how to mount them. I think I'm going to put some mesh or something on the inside. I got the other one, it's just off because I was charging the battery. Get those mounted and painted, maybe use those as actual functional scoops. And the other one's over there. You can see it needs some body work. It's a pretty big chunk out of it. Yeah. So yeah, maybe next video it will be this engine all the way back together and start yanking the engine out of the Fiero. Kind of painted the block with some semi-gloss black. It's pretty rusty and yucky, but I figured it'll look better than what it did. If it's not perfect, that's fine. I plan on just putting this in stock getting it running, enjoy the car over the summer. Then next winter I want to pull this out, pull it apart, rebuild it, put a camshaft, double roller timing chain, some new rockers, lifters, valve springs, smaller pulley, probably intercooler, all that fun stuff. But for now, we'll just see what it does in stock form in that Fiero. So yeah, we'll be back when we start putting this back together. Well, we're getting it back together. Water pump's on, timing cover's on, got the supercharger on, fuel rail on. I'm getting the upper dog bone bracket here on. I gotta get the lower alternator bracket on. I've got the engine mount set up here on. This is a Rodney Dickman polyurethane engine mount. Everything looks like crap right now because it's like 56 degrees and 100 and some % humidity, so there's condensation all over everything. Making a couple brackets and painting them. I'm gonna move the map sensor. The map sensor is supposed to sit up here. I don't like it, so I'm gonna make a bracket that mounts it down in here. And it's also gonna hold this coolant elbow in that goes in the intake that I'm gonna use for the heater hoses. So yeah, it's gonna bolt in over here and kind of go across, hold this elbow in this hole right here, this coolant elbow, and then have the map sensor mounted over here. So I think that'll look a little bit cleaner. So yeah, that's the progress so far. The pile of parts over here to go back on is getting lower. And then can start on the harness. I got the car situated, got some of the stuff out of the barn so I have more room. So that'll be the next, just to get the engine out of that thing. And yeah. Oh yeah, I got a heat wrap the exhaust manifolds too. And I think I'm gonna have to modify the crossover pipe to work with the 4-speed transmission that, yes, I know is weak and will probably explode, but when that happens, I guess I'll swap in a 6-speed or something, I don't know. But for now, I'm just gonna use what I got, and that car has the 4-speed, 84 4-speed, so we'll see how long it lasts. So yeah, I'll update here when I get more stuff on it. Well, there you have it. It's back together. Got to get belts on it, but I got to get a new alternator. My alternator was not the right style. Let me get a new starter while I'm at it too. I'm using the Buick Regal coil bracket. I modified it. So normally this would be the one side's upper engine strut mount. I got the exhaust manifolds back on and wrapped. Got to get myself some AC lines made. Got the modified Fiero thermostat housing. Got this manifold wrapped. I guess I gotta take these zip ties off of there. I've got the metal bands on the way for it. So yeah, that was how the map sensor turned out down there. Don't know if I like it, but works for now. I gotta get that coolant elbow for down there. I've gotta get a freeze plug for right here. So the alternator's gonna go here, and I can get the belt on it. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. Got the car situated here so I can start ripping the engine out of it. All the rest of the parts here, fuel pump for the car, clutch, flywheel. Got Rodney Dickman's adjustable dog bone. I got some wires, spark plug wires, a couple belts. And then over here, that's the harness. And then I've got all kinds of stuff for doing the harness. Got loom and heat shrink tubing and all that fun stuff. And then I have exhaust pipe for making the exhaust, and the white box is a performance muffler. Gonna use the megaphone exhaust tips. So yeah, I think the next time I do a video, it's going to be pulling the engine out of this guy. We got it all ready to go. So yeah, I'll see you next time.